Do you hear that? Do you hear that? It is the woods. Plus a plane up in the sky, but for the most part, we are alone. And we've got our shovel, our pack. We're going to go gold mining. Look at that. I know we're gold mining, but that's a beautiful rod. Look at the color on this thing. Yeah. I can't cut timber, but nobody didn't say I can't harvest a few rods to make a basket with. Because that ain't going to hurt the tree. That's just going to come right back. I ain't cutting timber. So, I just started and he poked right out. So, tip for helping to make the most of each and every trip, especially if you're a craft person like me or a heritage maker like me. I hate saying craft because it's not a craft. It's a trade. I do it for a living. It's Mountain Man 101. Use your environment. I can't cut timber to make stuff, but I can harvest twigs. I can harvest small stuff because it ain't going to hurt the tree. It's going to come back and I can make baskets. So if you're into this gold prospecting hobby and you're a practitioner of many different skill sets like I am, and you want to see a quick return of your investment or a return of your investment, because gold mining is a very expensive hobby, learn to make stuff and then act accordingly. Look at this. Rods just everywhere. Look at the color of those. Like, can you imagine a basket? Oh yeah, I made that basket while I was going gold mining. Yeah, I got gold and I got this wood for a basket. Yeah. Beautiful day and a beautiful walk. All right, I'll see you at the creek. Okay, clear water. That means there's nobody above me. If this water goes muddy, if it goes muddy up through here, I don't know, somebody won't be there. Now, this is the spot where we've been filming at the beginning of our filming career in prospecting. When we finally got down here, this here is the original spot. We were at that tree, just past it, and since I started filming, went from there to there. Most of that's not me. So they hit that hickory tree, and now we have to go around the hickory tree. We have to go around it and not dig out from underneath of it. So probably the biggest piece of gold is right underneath that tree, but I ain't touching it. So, but there's a couple things here that the geology, what's going on, is really interesting. This used to be a big hole. I could stand right there in almost knee-deep water. This is all creek deposited. So it's not just somebody set up a high banker. This is tailings. I've actually scooped into here, and it's actually clay in here. So that tells me that the creek has flooded several times, come down, and has put gravel down here. So one of the things I might do this year is come down and do a little sampling. Bam! Sluice. Gold hog in the water. Hey, Gold Hog, thank you for an awesome product. I finally landed my hands on one. Got the nice V. Probably use a little bit more water flow. So what I'll do is I'll scoop up. As I work the rocks, I'll build up and start filling in. But the water is actually up since last week when we joined. But look at that, got that nice diamonds in there. Yeah, boy, let's get some dirt. All right. Here's that goopy mess. Now, if you're going to come to this spot or close to this spot, be prepared for all this clay. If you don't like clay, really don't become a gold miner. So, cool thing with this scoop that I've discovered, we picked up one of these on our trip to Georgia. And get yourself a scoop of that. Watch this. Flip it over. If you're out, just got a little sluice like this, you don't have your classifier, do it one scoop at a time. Take your time. Give it time to clean out. There it goes. Do it again. And don't overload it, you know. Boom. Just watch. That clears. Got the right angle. Damn. That's nice. Get that rock out of there. Proportional force dock. And these guys, really happy with these. So these guys, you can get in here and really work that clay more. Get it loosened up. Those are picked up at Tractor Supply, believe it or not. And I thought the finish was going to come off within the first few scoops, but nope. So same deal, pick it up. And any big rocks that want to stick, check them for gold. Because people have come down here in this spot. Not too far from here, somebody was digging and they found a, well, I don't know what they found, but they left behind a really nice nugget. I freaked out. When AJ posted that on the forum, because I thought it was me. Oh, no telling how many thousands of dollars worth of gold I've taken out of this spot and just washed it right down the creek for everyone else. It's all for fun. It's all for fun. Is there anything in there? That's the thing with an open sluice like this. You always want to check it. You always want to. Boom, boom. Well, we'll know for sure. You know, if you need more water, take the scoop, scoop more water. Well, mix it in there. That's basically what today's going to look like. Muddy. Check back in a bit. Bucket number uno. Down the sluice. Oh, and for anybody out there new, I just, last meet they had these bucket handles. They're $1.50. Best investment ever. The next meet I go to, it's going to be, I'm going to pick up like 5 or 6 of these things for more bucket handles, but these guys are seriously legit for moving dirt. So I brought 2 buckets, but the other bucket doesn't have that handle, and I'm not gonna stress it. Today's supposed to be an easy day. So that's that 1 bucket through the sluice, and gonna clean out the backside of it a little bit more. So one thing about sluicing, when you're sluicing with the stream sluice, you always want to keep your tail end of the sluice clean. Like right about there is about ideal. So clean it out a little bit more, give myself a little bit of a hole there. You can put a pan at the end if you're not confident that you're going to keep all of your gold or the majority of it. 95% is what you're aiming for. So this guy here, she's running good and she's catching. So last time I lost like 3 or 4 pieces. So, you know, I'm not going to stress it. I'm just going to fill up a couple buckets, bring it over, set in the stream, and just enjoy today. But that's bucket number 1. You know, last time I was working this spot, that was the entryway. and I would carry the buckets to right there. I'd come from here to right there. And one thing that whoever was here did, they scooped up, they came up, and then dropped back down a little bit. So I'm not sure what's that was all about. Like, they missed a lot of material. Maybe the material down here wasn't as good for the gold as it was up top. That can happen. But they looks like they were after all the easy to get stuff. So I might come back, go out to there, scoop down, and we can keep going down at this spot because the bank is right over there. And you can see that even if we were to say that gully right there is the bank, that gully is like the bank level, we can dig down to that level. And this is like plenty high. So we might come back and work through here a little bit more. But we will see. So I've stopped. I'm not going to dig any more there because a good example of keep digging underneath the tree is this poor oak tree. This poor white oak tree struggling to survive, and it's been dug all the way around except for right there. Because, you dig through the roots and stuff, but here that cannot be done. So we're not going to do that. So what I'm going to do, and just in case you're wondering why I'm doing this because I know the people of the club are watching this video. So if you see somebody coming down here and digging, it ain't me. I'm doing this for my legal purposes. So with that being said, let's scoot through here and bring this down level. And I'm going to work right through here. I've taken some right there. So we're going to take this pile, level it down to the ground, and we'll see where that puts us if we get there today. You can't tell me, now that I'm sitting here, it's not moved. He's not made another one. That's in the same place because there's that tree that fell over. But you cannot tell me that that is natural. Ain't no way. And my phone just took a picture. There ain't no way that, especially as it's crossing at the top, those trees are too symmetrical. Nah, you can't tell me that natural, especially they're crossed at the top. You can't tell me. No. I think something made that. And if you go I set in there. If you go set in there, you'll find that you have a perfect view of where I'm at. So everyone's coming down off the hill. Anybody setting in there, you can definitely see people moving about the claim. It's a really cool little spot, but I'm leaving it alone. I'm leaving it alone. I used to go around there and use the bathroom. I ain't doing it no more. Not after the last time. I might have pissed them off. So think of me as nuts, whatever, but weird stuff has happened. And that there, I don't see that everywheres. And I've been in the woods a lot. Leave your comments. What you think? Am I nuts? Am I not? Is it possible? Is that evidence? What you think? I don't know. All I know is that since I've learned of Bigfoot, because I've had some weird incidences in the woods, it's one of those things where I believe the deeper you delve into what the woods has to offer, into what nature has to offer, you're going to come across some more unbelievable stuff or undescribable stuff that challenges your belief. I've had weird things happen in the woods. And one of those weird things happened right here. So, am I nuts? Am I crazy? Or is it possible? And it took another photo again. You tell me. When a smartphone decides to take a photo of a place like that, yeah. I guarantee you I'll go to my camera roll and it won't be there, but I saw the flash, buddy. I ain't dumb. So, am I idiot? Please leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Weird stuff happens out in the woods. I could be crazy. I know I'm slightly crazy, but I'm stably crazy. I'm a fun crazy. But Is that too crazy? I don't know. All I know is what happens. Okay, got to get this bucket. Bucket. That's one bucket. So 5, 6 buckets, maybe 10 buckets, and we're through. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. This is for fun. So it takes a brave person to get old. I wish I had these sinners. Look at this. Look at this. Just pick that bad boy up. Falls right into your hand. And you don't even think about it. Yeah. Give Nathan a camera. He'll just film everything. Just give him a camera. This, baby, Christina, mud. Thank you. Like this here. It's great for getting in this bucket. And just working it down. Now you'll see all the leaves and stuff in here, all the gunk. Whatever you do, don't throw them out. Your largest piece of gold could be stuck to one of those things and you not know it. Any gold can be stuck to it, not just one of the largest pieces. That one little piece that breaks you over your target goal for the day could be gone on one of those. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Just look at that. Move it. Move it. Move it. And then all you got left, big rock. Scoop it off. Give it a minute. Do-do. Some of that liquid off. Flip it over. Aha. Boom. 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 Good thing about gold hog nets, if you got a rock that sticks in it, you can always just pluck it out of there and not worry about losing gold because of it. Because it just buries itself into the mat. And if you're going to do something like this, you know everyone's all about their dream mat. I have nothing against it, but I know how I operate. And if I'm picking rocks out of a smooth surface like this, I know I'd be clogging up the dream mat. Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. See how nice and easy that works? Don't need a clay claw. Don't need anything like it. Just gotta keep an eye at the tail end of your sluice. Look at that. Look at that nasty goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Let everything wash. See, it keeps all that. It keeps that root, all those rocks banging around in there, beats out those roots. Yeah. And I tell you what, you don't have to classify either. That nice. You know me. I hate classifying. So much so that I'm willing to let my sluice build up the rocks. Get out there. Help you along. What's going on is that tail end right there needs to be cleaned. Clean it. And I moved my sluice a little bit, but that's okay. You'll just watch those rocks just go right on out. Everything starts exchanging again. It's a good day. We're in the woods. Yeah. Chilling out from all worldly concerns. Damn. Other than for shooting videos for the next YouTube video. Oop, there you go. Sometimes rocks that act funny here, you have to do a double look at, because, like I said, you could be throwing out a gold nugget and not know it. And now that I'm back down here, if I start moving massive amounts of dirt again, gonna need to bring a metal detector. Look at that. Welcome to Central Virginia. Welcome to gold mining, where clay is king. And it's up to you if you break it all up. Now you're like, Bigfoot, you're running clay balls down your sluice. It's going to catch all your gold. Nah, not in this. And you can sit here and you can work all that blue clay up, but generally, there's not much in it. Though I have seen a couple of nice pickers come out of that blue clay. So, depends how picky you want to be. Look at that. There's another. That there looks like it's the ore rock. Look at that. Just look at that yumminess. You crush that bad boy up. There might be some gold in him. You know what? I'll just take you and fling you over there. Doop. Holy cow, has it been 6 minutes already? Alright. Just let that clay roll down there. And let it clean. Let it clean, let it clean, let it clean. And as long as it's not backed up at the end, it will clean itself out. Just got to give it time to operate. That's the trick with these little guys, is you just can't, as much as you would want to bang material through it, you got to take your time. Any rocks that don't want to get out of there, just give them a little gentle push. You'll probably lose a little bit extra of gold like that, but you know, you're not going to lose much. And in a spot like this, where the water is this slow, that gold is going to be like right there at the end of the sluice. So at the end of the day, just go through your tellings again. Bucket number 3. Look at that. Yum, yum, yum. Just look at that in there. Let that soak in. I tell you, this stuff's like a sponge. It just keeps boom. Oh, that don't make a, if that don't make a gold prospector's day. Boom. It would really make a prospector's day if that what I think is a picker and there's actually a picker. That'll make my day for sure. And the water in the creek is rising. Get rid of those roots. Let it all clear. And if we need a little bit more water flow, boom. The thing about these gold hog mats that I like is that you can do that. You can pulse them, and it'll just make the gold go deeper in the mat. We're still learning this system. You know, every system is good. You just have to learn how to use it. That's the thing. You have to learn it. You can take a sluice set. It's from a maker that no one knows of, or doesn't have the best of reputations, but yet he owned to something. Just because it ain't a big name brand don't mean squat. Go on. You can do it. You can do it. Yay! He made it through. Let that clean out. Look at that. Just cleans itself out. Give it that time. Usually when it gets down there, it's ready for another scoop. But, you know, it's got those rocks and stuff in it. We'll let everything else in here clean out. Look at that. That's exchanging nicely. It's trying. Probably need a tad bit more water flow for this to be like at its peak. But that there, and see those couple little surges helped it. But water flow is one of those things that, if you've watched my channel, is something that we have always struggled with this stuff. Yay! Go out and whoa, look at that go. Look at it go. Get this see, that's the water flow. It actually, for this thing to work, that's the water flow it needs. But that's okay. We're in a little stream here in Virginia, and there's only going to be so much water flow. And partly the reason for this not being as for clogging up a little bit is because I'm not classifying. I hate classifying. I work hard enough for this stuff. Look at that. That clay ball don't want to go nowhere. Break you up. Boom. All right. I'll be back at the next bucket. All right. Time is 12:30. This is my 5th bucket. Yay! It's now 12:30. Been here right around 2 hours. Just before, just after, I don't know. I haven't paid attention. But we got here, and this is now my 5th bucket. And on TikTok, I started talking about the Bigfoot house there, on top of showing some of the processes of what we're doing here. And, well, I scared myself. I really scared myself. So I got into this whole Bigfoot vibe because we did have an incident here where the only thing I can classify it is a Bigfoot experience. And if you go back into my previous videos down here, you will see on one of these gold mining trips that we actually had a run-in with what I thought was a bear. Take a look at this. That tree shook like a vibrator, like somebody had put a vibrator on there for like shaking the tree of nuts or whatever. I know that don't get any better, but you know, whatever. But I looked over and I thought, I could have sworn I saw a bear shaking the tree as it was climbing up. And then I went over to investigate. There's the base of the tree. And there was no bear. But look at the top of that. Where would he have gone? There's no place he could have jumped without really breaking that tree off at the top. There's no place he could have safely jumped and scurried from. Either way, he would have been stuck in that tree. So, but man, that was like a freaky day. And here we are back, and I heard something walking around in the woods. And then the music goes off in my phone, and it's some guy screaming. Oh, I have never moved so fast. I scared myself here. But that was funny. that was just, I had to share it. I'm sorry. Let's get back to the video. All right. Time is 12:30. This is my 5th bucket. Yay. Bucket number 6, I think. My little pile, my little tilling pile's growing. That sluice is still just kicking it. I think at bucket number 10, I'm going to do a clean out. So, ooh, or if that's a chunk of gold right there, I might do a clean. No, it's not. Nope. Nope. If I see a line of gold going all the way across, though, we'll be doing a clean out. Yeah, buddy. Yep. Get this bucket ran and go get another one. So when you're working at the head of your sluice, give yourself plenty of room to work, and that way water can go through and you can get a proper exchange. Don't set up here and block all your water flow, because if you're having problems with water and the water pressure is good, that might be one of the issues. The other thing is too, at some time throughout the day, if it gets clogged up at the very end as you're cleaning it out, you might also be cleaning the bank out underneath of it. That's why it has legs, so you don't do that. But the water level is so low in here, you have to take the legs out. Ha ha. Caught it. Ha. So, anywho, that's the trick with that thing. And I might not make it to my 10 bucket clean out because, like, there's some stuff starting to show up in here. It might be time after this bucket to do a clean out because there is stuff in there. And still exchanging. We'll see. Woo! Bucket number 7. Tailing pile is growing. Just did a tailing check. There was like one super floaty piece of gold in there. And that was pretty much it. So generally, it should be like right in front of the sluice if you're losing substantial amounts of stuff. So I'm going to run another bucket. All right. So the sprinkling has been in serious earnestness here. And it's not bad. It's not unworkable in. But it's a signal of things to come at the spot for the day. And the creek has been steadily rising. So I've got 7 buckets ran. And I'm doing my clean out right now. And you can see the water, you know, it's slowly picking up and the drops are getting bigger. So time to go and look around for a few minutes and possibly collect some basket materials. The twigs. I can't see anybody being mad. But to the club, to the people at the club, you know who you are. The people who tell me I shouldn't be doing stuff. If I shouldn't be taking twigs, let me know, because I'm not taking timber. I'm not cutting timber. I'm just taking twigs. So, any advice would be helpful there, too. Thank you. Oh, that blue hair. I love it. I should be throwing this in a bucket and skedaddling. But I'm curious. Let's see. Oh! Boy, have I missed this spot. Do that again. Not bad. Not bad. And I did a fast pan. Yes. And there's still chunkies. Heck yeah. Let's take this home and get this cleaned up and weighed. Man, look at this beautiful purple. Look at this. Beautiful rods. Oh, that's a beautiful shade. This is definitely maple, but it's definitely, look at this guy. The woods are full of it. Gonna be able to make some really pretty baskets with this stuff. And it's all off the trees that they went and they cut down. So I'm thinking I'm okay because like it's not on healthy trees. It's on trees along the path that's putting out the most of it. So it's trees that they cut back year to year, which are putting out these beautiful shoots, which is amazing to be a basket maker because like you can take that material that they're going to cut back and you can make something from it. Mountain man logic, I think. But I like it. I like it. It's circular. I come here, I get gold, I can get material, I can make a basket, I can help cover the expenses that comes along to get the gold, and you see where it keeps going. And I can keep coming back, getting more gold, getting more materials, repeat process. Yeah, would love to see that. Tear.
I can actually stick this where it's warmer.
Tear.
Oh, it's warmer in the house.
0.17 grams. So with all the black sand and stuff in there, it's probably more like what, 0.12, 0.13, somewhere around in there. So it's dirty. I didn't take time to really clean it up all pretty. But that's a rough idea. 0.12, 0.13. It's about where it would be. Maybe a little bit more, but that's not bad for 7 buckets. I'll take it. Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why are you crossing the road? Excuse me. Excuse me. Please, somebody. One of you. Can one of you tell me why you're crossing the road? Please? 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 And it goes unanswered.